What's up guys, Tim Wilson here from Tim Wilson UK and welcome back to round number 3 of the Masters from Augusta National, or as it's actually listed in this particular game, Magnolia National Tour Edition. We are currently in a very good position. The AI is not playing particularly well, but let's jump straight into this third round. I think the wind is extremely low, so we should be able to score really well. I think we managed a 9 under par in round number 2 if I remember correctly, 1 under par in round number 1. So here on Saturday, moving day, we are hoping to try and extend that lead. The AI, as I said, hasn't played particularly well. They are on hard difficulty instead of very hard, and they are not really providing, I say not really, they're not providing any competition at all. So let's see if we can just keep the momentum going, see how we can stretch that lead out even more. That looks like a pretty good shot. Let's see if it's going to get a bit of a roll out. It is uphill here, and that's going to leave it below the hole, I think. Yeah, 1 inch below the hole, 10 feet. It's a swinging putt. And I'll take that on hole number 1. It's not an easy hole at Augusta. So there we go. Abraham Answer in second place on +11. Keith Mitchell. Justin Thomas is now up there, -1 for the day. Webb Simpson, Ryan Moore, Phil Mickelson, Cook, Danny Lee from New Zealand, and Xander Schauffele. Still an awful lot of American representation on that first page of the leaderboard, but not really giving me that much of a challenge here in this major, first major of the season. We will be back for the next major, which is the PGA, and I believe it starts on the 16th of May. So I will be away on holiday, actually in the United States when that is on, but I'm hoping to get some videos done at the same time. I'm going to see if I can get some videos uploaded at the same time as the event, much like I'm doing for this one, and that'd be good, just while I'm in the States. I'm not entirely sure what course the PGA National is being played on. I haven't actually had a look, but yeah, I will be in Florida at the time when that is being broadcast and played. That looks good. Is it going to get to the green, or is it going to check up? I prefer it not on the green. I prefer it not in the bunker, but I would like a nice flop shot here, because I think on the green would have made that an incredibly long putt. Alright, that's probably playing, probably in between clubs here. So let's see if we can just get this 34-yard flop shot with the gap wedge up there. That looks good. Yeah, I'll take that. A little bit fast on the downswing, but it was dead straight, so we should be able to start off with back-to-back birdies, and this is exactly what we did in the previous round. So it's really nice to see round number 2 that was played yesterday at the real Masters, not this one, the real Masters, that everybody is bunched up at the top of the leaderboard. It does make for great telly and great viewing. It does make it really interesting to see today who is going to make that move. Tiger is absolutely perfectly poised, one behind the leaders. There's about, I think it's 3 or 4 on 7 under. Then there's another load of people on 6 under, and then my boy Poulter is just hanging back. He's ready to pounce as well. He's 2 shots off the lead, and it will be really interesting to see how he can make a move. If he, you know, if he, I mean, that's the only thing really that Poulter hasn't won. I mean, he's won PGA Tour titles, he's won European Tour titles, he's been the guy that's delivered for the Europeans in the Ryder Cup on more than one occasion. It's the only thing that sort of eluded him over the last few years. He's probably playing, you know, at 43 years old, he's probably playing the best golf of his career. at the moment, so it would be absolutely brilliant to see Ian Poulter pick up a major title. It may be too much for him, you know. There's a lot of great players right at the top of the leaderboard. You know, we're talking the likes of Brooks Koepka, Francesco Molinari, Tiger Woods, Dustin Johnson. You know, these guys are all multiple major winners. You know, Brooks Koepka's got 3. I think DJ's got 1. Justin Thomas is there or thereabouts. He's got majors to his name as well. Molinari's got has got the Open from last year to his name. So it will be interesting to see how Poulter handles the pressure when he gets put in there right at the top of the leaderboard, in amongst those major winners, because these guys are tried and tested. They know what it's like. They know how to handle the pressure. But you know, Poulter's delivered on so many different occasions in the Ryder Cup, but it is a very, very different scenario when you're playing. You know, that is a team scenario, and you are playing for the team. Now he's got to think about playing for himself, and it's got to be different to stop. It's got to be a lot different to actually playing in a team environment. But unfortunately, oh, excuse me, I was just taking a drink. Unfortunately, my pick for the Masters this year, Paul Casey, did really crash and burn on day 1. Didn't really do an awful lot on day 2 to get back up there and to avoid the cut. He didn't make the cut. He was well behind where he should have been in order to make the cut. But hey ho, he's had a good season so far. He's just got to put it behind him and then look towards the next major. Alright, we have got a fairly tough shot here. Stroke index 1. Just got to make sure we get it up and over that hump. I mean, as much as I want Poulter to win it, you know, the next person that I would love to see win is, you know, it's Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods has got to be, he's the people's champion. You know, everybody's been saying, you know, is he ever going to get those elusive few extra majors to match or even surpass the great Jack Nicklaus? But you know, with the bits and pieces he's had going on in his life in the last few years, personal problems, and obviously the issues he's had with the physical side of things with his back, he sort of fell away for a good, you know, it's probably a good 10 years since Tiger's been really dominant. In fact, more than 10 years. But it would be really good to see him pick up a major, and especially the Masters. I mean, it's got to be the most prestigious of the, you know, it's not the oldest one. You know, you're talking about the Open Championship here in the UK to be the oldest one, but it's definitely one of the most prestigious. You know, just all the bits and pieces around the Masters. Right, let's concentrate now. We are 2 under for the round. That's a good shot. These holes do fly by really quickly, especially when you're jabbering away. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. What's that? 3 under par through 6. That's okay. Yeah, the guys really struggle on this course. I mean, look at that. Tie 9th at plus 17. And it is, apart from myself and Abraham Answer, every one of those guys there on the first page of the leaderboard are Americans. I mean, I know they do have the majority of the representation at the Masters this year. I think by a long stretch. I think the next biggest amount of a single nationality is England. I think there's 9 people being represented by or 9 people representing England this year at the Masters, and I think that is the next largest total alongside the USA at 34. I think is the 34 Americans in the field this year. It was quite nice on watching yesterday. I was watching yesterday afternoon before the actual coverage starts here in the UK, and the coverage only starts at about 8 PM. So you don't really get to see all of the day's play from everybody. You tend to catch the second half of the field. When you get into the weekend, it's a little bit different because the tee times are a bit later because the field has been thinned out by the cut. So we do get to see an awful lot more over the weekend. But on Thursday and Friday, what you tend to get is they tend to do these featured groups. So a little bit later on this afternoon, I'll be watching the featured groups. And the ones that they were showing yesterday was Zach Johnson, Ian Poulter and Kuchar, that 3-ball, which was really nice. And then the other 3-ball that I was watching was Justin Thomas, Dustin Johnson, and who was the other one? I can't remember, but it was really, really good to watch the featured groups because you tend to see an awful lot more than you don't see when the main coverage is on, because of the fact that it is concentrating on those 2-3 balls. So you see a lot more of the guys, you know, walking between the shots played and then reaching the ball, you know, between the tee and reaching the ball. So you see them walking down the fairway and whatnot. You see the banter that they have sometimes, or the lack of banter. So it was really good to actually watch that. It's the first time I've actually taken the time to watch it. I mean, I do tend to spend a lot of the time over Masters weekend watching the Masters live on the TV, but I've never actually watched the feature groups before. So that was a new experience, and that was really enjoyable. Right, so we don't make this par 5 into this 8th hole, and let's see if we can get this ball up there. Thrown it up there. Didn't put any check on this because I do want it to roll out. It is uphill slightly towards that flag, so it didn't roll out as much as I wanted it to. Oh, just grabbed it on the right edge. So Answer's doing the best. I mean, we're both, looks like we're playing together. He's +1, so it's not too bad through 8 holes. Right, 9th hole. We're on to the final hole of the front 9. And Tiger's putt on the 9th yesterday was just absolutely insane. Uphill, going at pace. I mean, to be fair, if the hole wasn't there, that would have sailed. I mean, it was in this position, probably a little further over here, maybe there. But his ball was, I can't really, his ball was probably, ooh dear. Yeah, his ball was probably about there. And he raced it up that hill. And it was going at some pace. If you haven't seen it, be sure to check it out because it is definitely worth a look. I mean, he sank some absolutely Tiger Woods-like putts yesterday. I mean, I say Tiger Woods-like because they were putts from Tiger of old. They really were. Needs a good bounce because there is a slope just ahead of that flag, and I don't think that's going to get up there. No, it's not too bad. Still 20 feet. Quite a tough putt. Oh, this is what I did in round number 1, except I was doing it with chip shots and flop shots. That's terrible. So I've got this for par now. So this is probably going to be a bogey here unless I can drain this. Hit that one a bit harder. Have I hit it hard enough? I've hit it hard enough for it to stay up, but that is going to be a bogey. That's going to take me back to, if I can get this in. Yeah, that takes me back to 3 under. Probably not paying as much attention as I should be, considering I'm that far out in front, but I think I'd probably give that a little bit more respect, that shot, if I was a bit further behind. But somebody was saying in the comments that they had played this event, I think it was this event, using very hard, and after 4 rounds the next closest player to him was still +8. So I just think it's the course. I think the course is so tough that the AI just really struggles with it, and I don't think the difference in the outcome between me playing on hard or very hard would be that different. I need the bounce here. Need a bounce. Oh, I didn't quite get it. Probably aimed a little too far right there. But we'll have a look at the scores when I finish this hole. I think I'm going to putt it here. Don't want us to peel off too far away though. 15 feet. I'll take that. If it didn't go in, I just wanted to leave it 2 or 3 feet away from the flag. Alright, let's have a look at the scores. So he was saying through 4 rounds +8. So we're through 3 rounds and the next closest is +12. So there is a bit of a difference there, because I mean this is only round 3 and it's only halfway through round 3. So we'll see what it's like at the end of round 4. But yeah, still not great. Still not great. Alright, into Amen Corner. Let's see if we can tear Amen Corner up today. 3 birdies. Come on, let's aim for 3 birdies. I mean, it's not like I don't aim for 3 birdies whenever I'm playing. But let's see if we can make a conscious effort to get 3 birdies here. Alright. Still got 192 to the flag. Let's drop that down. Looks good. Looks good. Should roll round to the left a bit. That's okay. Maybe could have done with another 10 feet. Allowed a little too much break there. Okay, so we got a par. It's not a bogey, which is the main thing. Golden bell. Let's see where the flag is today. Left hand side. That looks good. That looks really good. Oh, I'll take that. I will take that. I'm sure many of the PGA Tour pros would take that as well. Leaves us a little uphill putt. So we get a birdie on 12. And we move on to the par 5 13th. Easiest hole on the course. 432 yards, but what makes it difficult is the fact that it has such a wicked dog leg to the left. Let's play a little bit of draw here. Absolutely spot on. 210 to the flag, probably 213 right in the back of the green today. It's probably even gone further left than I thought it would, but hopefully that comes round a wee bit. That's okay, it's on the green, on the putting surface. We've got an eagle opportunity here. Right, didn't shower myself in glory there. 16 feet, still got 4 feet to get the birdie. Alright, on to 5 under par. 9 under par on the second round, 5 under par so far on the third. Opening round of 1 under. There was a lot of bogeys, a lot of rustiness in that round. But second round was a lot better. The wind is really helping out today. Absolutely perfect conditions. Not sure what it's going to be like at Augusta today in the Real Masters. It was torrential rain early morning yesterday, then it cleared up, and then they had the break for the threat of lightning. That's when I sort of gave up. It was about 10:30 p.m. UK time when that happened, and I sort of gave up and went to bed. Because the problem with that is that you can be sitting there for hours waiting for them to come back out, and you never know whether it's actually going to happen. Yeah, so I called it a night. I went to bed, and they did come back out, and they did finish the round by the looks of it. But I don't know what the weather's like today. Hope that there was forecast for rain over the weekend, which does throw a completely different light on the on proceedings for the third and fourth round, because you've got to change your complete game plan. I mean, the greens turn soft. It's just a completely different type of golf. Oh, excuse me. We're on hole 15. My goodness, this round has absolutely flown by. Alright, should be on the putting surface. It checked up quite a lot because it hit that that steep bank in the front, but it stayed on the putting surface, and this is a long putt, 45 feet, 1 foot uphill, moving right to left the entire way. It's just about, oh, I was going to say, it's just about getting this close, but that was terrible. Still 12 feet, and that is not an easy putt still. But we're in. 7 under, 3 holes to play. My favourite hole on the course now. 16 pin in the position it was yesterday, back right. And the Real Masters, really tough to get to because anywhere short and you're going to end up down in this little catchment area here. We saw a lot of people fall foul of that yesterday. Let's see if we can do better than the pros. Yeah, I tell you what, many of the PGA Tour pros would have paid for my shot on 12 and would have paid for my shot on 16 on the 2 par 3s, both within sort of 3 or 4 feet, and absolute kick-in birdies. All right, so we're 8 under. We're only 1 behind where we were in round number 2. We have a bogey on the scorecard today. We didn't pick up a bogey yesterday, if I remember correctly. Or there may have been a bogey in there. I cannot remember. For the life of me, I cannot remember. But 8 under par with the bogey in there. 17th. And then we've got the 18th, which is always a really tough hole. Alright, absolutely smack bang in the middle of that green, this pin today. That is playing about 171. I'm going to leave that where it is and hope for a little bit of rollout. It is uphill, so it's not going to roll too much. That's okay. Probably allowed a little more on the left hand side than I should have. Top edge, burned it, burned it. Okay, 18th hole, final hole of the round. 8 under par currently, way out in front. We'll have a quick butchers at the leaderboard when we get to the end of the round. I don't think anybody has shot an under par round from the AI. Let's have a look where the pin is today. Alright, so the pin is pretty much in the position that it was in on day number 1 for the Real Masters. So 40, 13, 206. And we've got an uphill lie here as well. It's getting it all the way to the back that's the issue here. Hit that a little skew. The question is, has it got the legs? There is a slope there. Yes, that's okay. Got about 15 feet. Don't think I've given that enough beans, have I? Oh, it just trickles in at the end, and we finish the round at 9 under par. Let's have a quick look at this leaderboard. So Answer fell away quite badly towards the end of that round. +8 on the round. You know, through 8 holes, he was only 1 over. So Cook, the American, +5, 16 over. Keith Mitchell, +5, 18 over. Ricky Fowler, +7, 19 over. Answer. Xander Schauffele, 6 over. Webb Simpson, 9 over. Lahiri from India. Ryan Moore and DJ's on the scoreboard as well now. So there are a few big names on there. But as I said, they're never ever going to be in contention. But guys, thank you very much for watching. That's round 3 done and dusted, in the bag. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Feel free to leave some comments around anything, you know, around the video, around anything Masters, what you think of the Masters so far. There's 2 rounds. By the time you watch this, it may have been 3 rounds in the bag. I'm recording this. The guys have just teed off today. And let me know what you think. You know, let me know what you think to the videos, to the Masters, and I shall see you back here for round number 4. But if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and I will see you back here tomorrow for the 4th and final round of the 2019 Masters. Take care. See you soon. Bye now.